Healthy at Home with Bobbi Jansen.
Hi everyone, and thanks so much for joining me. Whether it's the beginning of your week or the end of your week, hope it has been fantastic. Today is all about those legs. So we're going to be doing a few exercises that train the legs as well as the abdominals, even though the legs are a key component here. And the reason is this: we're going to start off with an exercise in specific that trains the calf muscles. That is your lower legs at the back, so the backs of your legs. They don't often get trained or worked. This is going to help us stay strong if we're going for a walk, going for a run, going for a swim. Does not matter. They are a very last minute muscle group that gets trained. So we're also going to focus on what we call stiff leg deadlift. Don't let the name fool you, because our legs are not necessarily going to be stiff. This trains the posterior chain, which is the back of your legs and your butt. This helps with balance, posture, and stability. The last exercise we're going to do is leg lowers, but this focuses on the core. And why we're doing this is I was out walking the other day and I had my cane out, and if you have ever hit a crack in the sidewalk with your white cane and it stabs you in the gut, that's why we're training the core, because it can suck getting in the gut with that. So find a safe spot, make sure your four-legged friends are put away, make sure you got lots of room, grab some water, and join me after the break to get moving those legs.
Healthy at Home with Bobbi Jansen. We'll be back after the break. Welcome back to Healthy at Home with Bobbi Jansen.
All right, everyone, I hope you're ready to get moving. So you do not need anything except for your beautiful selves, but if you want to use equipment today we will need it for the second exercise. If you're going to want to use it, you can grab 2 soup cans. They have to be of the same kind, so 2 tomato, 2 chicken noodle, 2 mushroom soup. That will work just lovely. Otherwise, we're gonna get warming up. So to start with arm circles, I'm standing nice and tall. I'm standing on my mat, so if you hear my toes sticking to the ground, I'm standing on an exercise mat. So we're gonna do arm circles. Your arms are nice and relaxed at your sides. Bring them straight out in front of you and draw a big circle, as big as comfortable, around, down, and back. Let your arms fall back down at your sides. Make those circles. Big breath in, exhale, let them go down. Fingertips towards the ground. Big breath in, big circle. They don't have to be as big. I'm doing giant circles. Yours don't have to be as big. 2 more. In and up and around. Let that breath go. 1 more. Big breath in, fingertips up. Arms around and let them go. Oh, that feels good. I'm just gonna wiggle my shoulders out because that felt so good. So we're gonna do something a little more complicated to get the blood going, and especially since we've got some focus on those legs. So this is where you're really gonna hear my feet. So I'm standing with my legs hip distance apart. I am going to, my feet are flat on the floor. I'm gonna step my right foot out anywhere from 3 to 6 inches to the right. It's going to depend on your comfort level. So I'm going to step my right foot to the right side, left foot to the left side, right foot back into that nice straight tall position, your beginning position. Right foot a couple inches out to the side, left foot out to the side, bring it back in. So you're essentially stepping out to a wide leg stance and stepping it back into hip distance. So I want you to keep going. I want you to keep breathing out, out. In, and if you want to get a little crazy like me, we're going to step it up. So out, out, in. So I'm simply running this. Right, left, in, right, left, in. You can have a little fun with it. You can groove a little bit. You're going to hear my feet. And 2, and 1. So now we're going to move on to some ankle circles. I'm in that beginning position. My body is nice and tall. Legs are hip distance apart. I'm going to step my right foot slightly out to the side, just to give myself some room to do the ankle circles. So I'm coming up onto the ball of my foot, so that's the bones between your toes and that soft, fleshy underside of your foot. So it's almost like you're rising up onto your tiptoes, but not. Now I'm going to draw a circle with my ankle. Make rotations with that ankle. It doesn't matter which direction you go. Okay, my knee is bent just slightly, and I'm just making circles with the ankle joint itself. You're usually going to hear it popping and clicking on me here. And I'm going to change direction. That's why it doesn't matter which way you go. We're going to do both directions. Making circles with that ankle, and no popping on this side. So we're going to Come back to that nice tall position. Legs are hip distance apart. I'm going to step the left foot out just a couple inches to the side. Come up onto the ball of that foot so my heel is lifted. And you're going to kind of feel those bones between the toes and that soft, fleshy part of your underfoot connect with the ground, the mat, carpet. And you're going to, my knees soft and bent. I'm going to make circles with that ankle. So just rolling that ankle in a circle. Bottom of my foot maintains almost complete contact with the floor on that forefoot, on the ball of the foot. So you're gonna feel it stay in contact with the mat. If it lifts a little, that's okay. Let's change direction because we wanna stay balanced. All right, and there's that crack and click. So you're gonna bring your legs back to that starting position. And this one's gonna be our calf raises. So my legs are hip distance apart. I always like to kind of spread my toes out along the floor, along the mat, so that my feet have as much contact as possible. It helps with balance, makes me feel more grounded. Now this one challenges your balance. So if you want, you can grab a chair and place it in front of you, the back facing you, so you can put your fingertips on the back of the chair for stability. You can put your hand on a wall, on a buddy. Do not use your four-legged friends, please, to grab onto, because they're gonna get running and take you with them. All right, so thinking of that ball of the foot that we used in the ankle rotations, we're going to rise up onto the ball of that foot. This is going to challenge that balance and train those calves. So lifting your heels, standing up nice and tall, rise up into the ball of that foot, not quite your tiptoes, and lower those heels down. So it's a few inches. Some of you might be able to go up a little higher. It's going to be on your ankle flexibility and your strength, and down. So stay standing nice and tall. Come on, back up and down, because we don't want you pitching forward. We like our teeth here. So, and rise it up and down. Can you feel the backs of the lower leg kind of firming up and lowering down? You should be able to feel them, even just a stretch, rising up and lowering down. And if you're a bit shaky, that's okay. Rising up, lowering down. And you've got two more, I know it. And up you go. Are we breathing? Lower it down. And last one, you guys. And up. Ooh, I went a little higher that time and lower down. You can just wiggle out those legs if you need to here. I'm getting a little dancey because I can. I'm gonna do another set of the same exercise. So if you notice you felt pretty wobbly, go ahead, grab that chair, grab that wall, grab your buddy. And over time, this gets better, but I'm gonna give you a little trick, a little tip. So if you keep your core engaged, so your belly, your abdominal muscles engaged, that's gonna help you balance as you rise up. So I'm gonna keep that core engaged as I rise up and keep that core engaged as I lower back down. So what does that mean? I'm gonna take my white cane and come and poke you in the belly button. That sucks. You don't want me to do that. Your belly muscles are automatically gonna come in, kind of like that, but you're not gonna hold your breath. So let's rise up for that second set. You can relax your arms down at your sides, have your hands on your hips, rise up, lower down, wherever makes you happy. Rise up onto the ball of the feet and down. Let's challenge you a little bit. Rise up. Can you come up a tiny bit higher? Just a tiny bit. Good job. Lower back down. And we have 3 more to go. Rising up, lowering down, 2 more, and up, lower down. And you want to try, come on back up, to come up as equally as you can so you're not pressing to the outsides of those feet, and lower down. You can shake it out. So we're going to widen that stance first. If you wanted to use your soup cans, you can go ahead and do that. You can pick those up now. Otherwise, I'm going to step my feet just slightly wider than hip distance. How you can check is place those hands on your hips, slide them down, and figure out where your legs are sitting. If it's just slightly wider than the hips, you're golden. Now my feet are flat on the floor. I'm going to give my toes a wiggle to make as much contact with that mat as I can. Now, place your palms on your thighs, so the fronts of your legs. Now my knees are soft. So what that means is they have the tiniest bend in them. My legs are still firm and activated, as I call them. Your muscles are strong, but you're gonna keep those knees just with a little bit of softness. Your back is nice and tall and long, shoulders down your back. Now, hinging at the hips, so leaning forward with that flat back, slide your palms down your legs. You're gonna feel your hips go behind you, towards that wall behind you. Okay, so nod your chin slightly so you're not looking up to the sky, and your palms are not going to go much lower than just below the knees. If they don't make it that far, that's okay. So we're going to slide back up. So think of bringing your knees back into line like a stack of blocks. Then your hips, squeeze your butt, use your abs, and come all the way up to standing. This is preparation for a deadlift. Let's do that again. Take a nice big breath. Exhale, let's slide it down. Slide your hands down the fronts of those legs. All right, your neck is nice and long in line with the spine, and we're gonna bring it up. So I just did a slight pause at the bottom. Good job. And let's slide it down again. So I'm gonna move just a tiny bit quicker, kicking those hips back towards the wall behind me, flat back, like you're balancing a fabulous bowl of popcorn, and slide your hands back up to that original standing position, not locking the knees, and you've got 2 more, I know you do. Slide it down. Hinging at that waist. Where's your head? Neck is nice and long. Slide it back up. Knees come back into line first. Squeeze your butt. Bring your hips back into that straight long line. Shoulders down the back. Good job, you guys. So just shake that out. All right, everybody, we're gonna move on to those leg lowers I discussed earlier. So join me down on, I'm going down onto the mat. You can join me on your floor, your carpet. So come on to your butt. On the floor, I'm going to bend my knees and place my feet on the floor. So my legs are in front of me, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. My knees are making a backwards V. I'm gonna lower down onto my back, keeping those knees bent. And these exercises, don't let them fool you. They're called leg lowers, but they train our abdominal muscles. All right, so your arms can be at your sides, palms flat on the floor. You're gonna nod your chin towards your chest just slightly, creating length in the neck, like you're holding a big juicy Christmas orange between your chin and your chest. Now, if you have any low back issues, I know I do, I'm going to take my hands, instead of having them at my sides, I'm gonna put them underneath my butt, so kind of between my low back and my butt. So it's supporting that low back area. My palms are flat, my elbows are slightly out to the side. Now I'm gonna have you imagine you're melting your low back. There's often a big gap there. Melt your low back in towards the mat. Oh, that feels nice. Okay, so we're gonna take our legs straight up to the sky. You're gonna point your toes. So your legs are straight, but your knees are slightly bent. They are soft. So what that means is there's the tiniest bend. So you're going to use your abdominal muscles, your tummy muscles, to lower your legs. So your legs are gonna lower as a unit, both of them together 3 to 6 inches. Lower them down using your belly muscles. Bring them back up using your belly muscles. They're straight up towards the ceiling. Lower them down. Are you breathing? I hope so. Bring them back up. And lower using those belly muscles so I can feel my stomach working. Bring them back up. We got 3 more. Lower. Bring them back up. Now, if this is really easy for you, you can lower them just a tiny bit lower. Challenge yourself. Bring them back up. 2 more. Lower. Back up to the sky. And last one. Lower. Back up to the sky. And you can put your feet down on the floor, having those knees bent. Relax your belly muscles. I hope you hadn't already yet. Take a deep breath. Good job. We're gonna set up and do this again. So taking your toes and your feet up to the sky, your legs are straight up, your knees slightly bent. Reset your hands if they've moved at all. Now we're gonna take a big breath. Exhale and lower those legs a few inches. Inhale them back up. Lower a few inches. Use your stomach, not your hips. Back up. Lower. We're gonna bring the legs back up to the sky, and you have 3 more to go. And lower for 3, and up. Lower. Oh, my belly is shaking. And back up. And 1 more. We're gonna lower it and bring those toes back up to the sky. Good job, you guys. You can let those legs go. Whew. I think you've just been crushing this workout, so I'm gonna throw in a bonus exercise. So your knees are still bent, your feet are flat on the floor. If your shoulders are up towards your ears, slide them down. Move them away from the ears. Your palms are flat on the floor, your arms at your sides. Okay, your legs are hip distance apart. Pressing into the soles of your feet, what you're going to do is you're going to pick up your hips. We're doing a hip wrench. So lift your butt, your hips and your pelvis towards the sky, keeping your back on the mat, your head and your neck in a neutral position, and lower it back down. Okay, so this time as you do this, I want you to think of squeezing your butt muscles as you pick up those hips, reach them towards the sky, lower your butt to the floor. Now imagine you're picking up a Kleenex off the floor with your butt cheeks. So squeeze those butt cheeks, pick up that Kleenex, lift those hips high towards the sky, press into the feet, lower it down. Good job. This trains the butt muscles as well as the core. Let's go for 3 more. Picking it up, pick up that Kleenex, reach those hips to the sky and lower down. You might feel it in your abdominals, your belly muscles, and you might feel a stretch in the legs. All right, pick it up. Hips to the sky, lower those hips back down to the floor. Don't drop that Kleenex yet, don't drop it. And we're gonna pick those hips up one more time towards the sky. Good job, can you hold it here? Sure you can, I know you can. Feel those abdominals muscles working, press into your hands that are at your sides. Lower down. Good job, and you're gonna pick it up one more time and hold it like that. Nice work, everyone. Picking it up, hips towards the sky. You've picked up that Kleenex. Don't drop the Kleenex. Don't drop the Kleenex. Good. I hope you're breathing, and let's lower it down. All right, you guys, grab a drink if you need it. I'm coming back up to sitting, and you can join me after the break, and we're going to stretch it out.
Healthy at Home with Bobbi Jansen. We'll be back after the break. Welcome back to Healthy at Home with Bobbi Jansen.
All right, you guys, we're gonna do our cool down on the floor. So joining me, you're gonna sit on your butt. I'm gonna put my feet flat on the floor. My knees are bent, so my feet are in front of me. Knees are bent, and I'm going to drop my knees open to either side of me. So I'm gonna open my legs like a butterfly. Soles of the feet are together, or a diamond. Okay, so how close your heels are to your butt is going to depend on your flexibility and your comfort level. So find where you're going to feel a good stretch. If you've got really tight hamstrings, you might want to move those heels and your feet further away from your bum, making a bigger diamond. If you're feeling quite good, you might want to bring those heels in, making more of a butterfly type of shape. Those knees are pointing towards the wall on either side of your right and your left. You're going to hinge at your hips with a flat back, coming forward. Okay, so your nose is going to go towards your stinky feet, chest towards the floor, and you can just relax here. My hands are going to be on the floor, fingertips or palms, wherever you feel most comfortable. Relax your head, neck, upper back. You are in control here, so if you need to back off, the stretch is too intense, you're just going to come up slightly a few inches. Or if this feels really good, you can walk those hands a little further and melt further down, letting the heat of your body relax your muscles and breathe. I think the cool down is my favorite part of any workout. It leaves me feeling relaxed and ready to take on anything. So we're going to come all the way back up to sitting nice and tall. Bring those knees in, your feet flat on the floor. Take your legs straight out in front of you. Stretched out along the floor. My feet are flexed, but if it feels better, you can go ahead and point those toes. I'm going to open my legs to the side. So I'm going to make a wide V. Okay, so once again, you want to go with your own comfort level. How wide your legs are open or spread apart is up to you. You want to go where you can feel a stretch, but no pain. We're going to hinge at those hips again. Walk the fingertips forward so my fingertips are on the floor in front of me. And I'm going to walk my hands forward, hinging from the hips of the waist. My back is flat. My neck is long, so I'm nodding that chin down, imagining I'm holding that big, juicy Christmas orange. And this feels pretty good. I'm going to walk it forward. I'm going to relax my head now, my neck, my upper body, and let it melt. If this is too intense, remember you're in control. You can come back up a little bit. And breathe nice and deep. You guys did such a great job. Take a couple more breaths here because I am really enjoying this one. I hope you are too. and slowly come on back up. So I'm gonna walk my fingertips back. I'm gonna bring my legs in, and I'm gonna come into a cross-legged position here. So sitting cross-legged, nice and tall. Now just so you know, if this ever feels quite uncomfortable for you, you can go back into that original position we did, that butterfly or diamond shape, if cross-legged feels pretty tight within the hips. You're gonna take your arms and raise them straight up in front of you, right out of the shoulder joints, so they are parallel to the floor and the ceiling, and your palms are facing each other. Like you're gonna come and shake each one of my hands. Okay, so we're gonna bring the hands together, and imagine you have this big, gooey, sticky ball of gum between your palms. So I am going to open my arms out to the side, and imagine my fingertips and my hands are pulling apart this giant wad of sticky gum. So there's resistance, and I'm gonna open my arms out to the sides, either side of me. So open those arms, get a good stretch in through the chest and the arms, and you're gonna bring them back in. So squish that ball of gum back together. Open it again. Opening those hands, pulling that big wad of gum apart. They are about shoulder height. And squish it back together. Squish that ball of gum up, and you're gonna go for one more. So really use your imagination here. This is gooey gum. Pull it apart. Get that good stretch in through the shoulders, and just let your arms fall down. Good. So my arms are at my sides. You can wiggle out those shoulders. You guys did an awesome job today. So I look forward to seeing you again next time. Stay moving, stay motivated, and drink your water. See you.
Host, Bobbi Jansen. Video production, Honeycut Studios. Integrated Described Video Specialist, M. Williams. Content Development Specialist, Jim Crisco. Supervising Producer, Jennifer Johnson. Director, Production, Karen I. VP, Content Development and Programming, John Melville. President and CEO, David Arrington. Copyright 2022, AMI Accessible Media, Inc.
An AMI original production.